Solidarity with Glenn Greenwald. So Glenn Greenwald, you know, whatever. I think the whole Greenwald debate is frankly excruciatingly boring at this point. Bottom line is, one of the nice things about Glenn is that you can profoundly and vehemently disagree with him, and he welcomes that, and I think probably actually enjoys that more than the normal person. He will go on any media outlet that will have him. You know, you can agree with his positions on various things. I will say with his beliefs around things like Silicon Valley and putting, you know, faith in tech monopolies in terms of broader questions about political, you know, about journalism and speech. I agree with him. I don't think that's the way to go. I think we need nationalization and government regulation. I don't think we need to appeal to the higher nature of these platforms. And this is all in the context of that. With the Lava Jato leaks, Glenn Greenwald is now at the epicenter of basically two of the most important stories that have happened in modern politics. The Snowden revelations and the Lava Jato leaks, showing that this process, this legal team that was globally lauded, made Lula da Silva a political prisoner and was a right-wing hack operation, and new revelations show them doing the same thing to the ex-Peruvian president. And on top of all of it, and again, disagree with Glenn Greenwald, as I do on certain things, he is literally in Brazil getting serious death threats. This guy, his name and his husband's name were found on the persons on a list of the same people that assassinated Marielle Franco. So this is real shit. This is not just Twitter bickering.
He's at risk of political murder.
He is at risk of political murder, and not only there, going on every outlet. So I actually saw him tweeting about this, as he's wont to do. Yesterday, he was on a Communist Party outlet in Brazil, and today he said he was going on a pro-Bolsonaro far-right outlet. And again, I don't think that, I'm sorry, I don't think Glenn is a Trump sympathizer. I'm not going to keep stipulating. I have disagreements with him. He's not a Trump sympathizer. That's a total bullshit argument. And as with regards to Bolsonaro, probably nobody has done more than the look. Read Brazil Wire. Brazil Wire has been on it from the beginning. They're incredible, and I disagree with some Glenn. I'll say again, I disagree with Glenn on some of the things about Brazil. But nobody has probably done more to destabilize the Bolsonaro government than The Intercept's reporting. So he's going on a Bolsonaro network to debate, because that's what he does at literal physical risk. So I hope people will grow up about Glenn Greenwald. And he got, in fact, physically assaulted today. So we'll play that.
Você é covarde. Você é covarde. Eu vou falar porque você é covarde. Você é covarde. Eu gosto no news. Você é covarde. Que isso? Calma. Que isso? Peraí, calma.
It wasn't a tremendous fight.
Glenn gets right up there, right?
Glenn is fearless. Glenn is fearless, man. When those revelations first dropped on Lava Jato and Bolsonaro's idiot party, the first thing they did was they were like, he needs to come to the Congress right now. And then they realized, wait a second, he'll probably just make us look bad. Glenn was in the back of a car on his phone, literally in Portuguese, being like, I'm here. I'm ready to talk. I mean, I'm sorry. You got to admire the hell out of Glenn Greenwald. You got to keep your eye on the bigger picture. This guy is fucking fearless and at the epicenter of the two most, I mean, I think we do really valuable work. I have confidence in what we do, and I think we contribute. I don't bank on doing one of those stories that this guy has done in his career.
We wouldn't be able to do what we do without journalists doing what Glenn Greenwald does repeatedly.
Precisely. So stop being petty. Think big picture. Solidarity with Glenn Greenwald. 1,000%. It always should have been the case, but this really underlines it. Let's play this clip.
Voltar para seu abrigo. Essa é a coisa mais feia porque todas as pessoas decentes sabem.
Okay, so he just wrote the support of the Bolsonaro government to use violence in politics. Violence in debate is the fascist mindset and very dangerous for democracy. And that's Augusto Nunes, was the fascist who assaulted Glenn Greenwald.
Columnist, it looks like.
Columnist, yeah. Some disgusting, bloated baby. Glenn Greenwald is fearless. Respect.